It wasn't just wider now, it was shorter, stockier, with a slight, almost imperceptible slouch to its shoulders. It was the build of a man who worked with his hands, a man who spent his nights lifting heavy equipment. It was the build of Ben. A new, colder terror seized Sarah, twisting the knot of fear in her stomach. The shadow turned its head slightly, a small, mechanical shift, and she saw, or imagined she saw, the faint, glinting outline of something around its head. It looked like the peak of the baseball cap Ben always wore to work. It can't be him, she thought, the words a silent, desperate scream inside her mind. Ben was at the municipal power plant, 20 minutes away, on his shift until 6 a.m. She checked her phone for the 10th time in as many minutes. 3:02 a.m. He was supposed to be safe. He had to be safe. She crept to the living room closet and pulled out the old iron fireplace poker, a useless weapon against a ghost, but a comforting weight in her hand. The shadow in the street hadn't moved. It was simply present, staring at her window, a mirror image of the husband who was currently absent. Suddenly, a notification chime sliced through the silence. It was the security app Ben had insisted on setting up, the one that monitored the back door, the one she usually forgot about. Sarah froze, the poker slipping in her sweaty grip. The back door. It was the old service entrance, barely used, hidden behind the dumpster. She had checked its deadbolt before she had gone to bed. She was sure. The sound of a slow, dragging footstep echoed from the small, unlit utility corridor. It wasn't the sound of Ben's confident stride. It was a laborious, wet sound, like something heavy being pulled across a linoleum floor. He's here. The shadow is inside. She spun around, running on pure instinct, not toward the back, but toward the front door. The front was the only exit, the only chance. She fumbled with the deadbolts, the metal cool and slick under her fingers. Click, click. As she wrenched the heavy main door open, she glanced back down the hallway one last time. The figure from the utility corridor was standing at the end of the hall. It was definitely Ben's height, Ben's build, and it was wearing Ben's dark blue work uniform. But the face. There was no face. Where her husband's features should have been, there was only a smooth, undulating surface, a pitch-black void that absorbed the ambient light, yet somehow still conveyed the intense focus of the original shadow. And in its hands, it held something. It was Ben's favorite work thermos, the one she packed for him every night. Except now it was bent and crushed, dripping a thick, oily fluid onto the floor. The sound of the front door slamming against